Ayubowan. It is the 5th Sunday in the month of January, and so we thought we will bring you something special and different, a musical and dance extravaganza, the sounds, rhythms and shapes of Sri Lankan cultural traditions. And this performance is being organized by the Matara Cultural Center, which is the town adjacent to Waligama, under the guidance of Sarath Gunawardena. And these wonderful young dancers and drummers will entertain us for the next 30 to 40 minutes. When we talk of Sri Lankan music, what is most authentic to Sri Lanka are the drums. The drums are our originals. We didn't borrow it from anywhere else. In fact, the drums and the lyrics and the melodies are what is really ours. And the dance and the drums go together. The drums have had their practical function of conveying a message, and I think this is the case all over the world. And the drums and the dance is also divided into 4 categories. First comes what we call the hill country dance, the upcountry dance and drums. For us, the hill country is Kandy and its regions in the hills, in the central plateau of Sri Lanka. And this is the Candian dance, and this is probably the most elaborate and well known. And then comes the dance and the drums of the low country, the plains of Sri Lanka. And this is divided into the low country and what we call Sabaragamua, depending on the location. So we have our own low country drums, a whole range of it. And then we also have the northern dance and drum, which is in the northern part of Sri Lanka, Jaffna, Trinco, that area. And this is influenced very much from the classical dance and music of India, Kathak and Bharatanatyam, which you may have heard. So today we have about 5 items, and to start this performance, this extravaganza, we share with you what we call the celebratory drums. It is called the Magul Bera. Bera is the drum. It is this little tube which has the 2 sides, which you will see, and you will find that there are different kinds of drums, and this is the Magul Bera, the wedding drums we call it. We also play it at weddings. In fact, at my niece's wedding, they wanted to have the dance, the boys' side wanted to have the dance and the drums. And I insisted that the dance and the drums will detract from the bride. But they were very keen to have the drums because the drums bring a grand quality. But they agreed that we do not need to have the dancers. So the bridegroom was brought with the drums and the bride was brought with the drums. And on all celebratory occasions, all good occasions, we play the celebratory drums. So, all yours.
Jaya Mangalani.
So, I would like before they leave to explain the drums, their own explanation. ඕගොල්ලන් කියන හැටියට. So, the drum is මේක මොකෙන්ද හදලා තියෙන්නේ?
Kitul.
This is made from the bark of a tree, the kitul tree, and this is the hide of yes, this is the cow's hide. එහා පැත්තත් එහෙමයි. And this side is also cow's hide. And this is the low country drum. මේකේ මොකක් හරි තියෙනවා ඇතිනේ. This is also a bark of a tree. Bark of a tree, yes. And this drum you can see is a little bit different. This is like a tube and this has a little shape, and this is also made of this is also made of cowhide, and this is the bark of a tree again. Okay. එහෙනම් ඔයගලන් ආයිමත් වැඳලා යන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගලන්ගේ. And we come to the next item, which is also a kind of a celebration, but that's a different kind of celebration where we are invoking the blessings of the triple gem. You know, we always invoke the blessings of the triple gem. The Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha. We invoke the blessings of the triple gem and then we ask the protection of the gods. Come. And these are the three beautiful young girls from the Dance and Cultural Academy, and they will now perform the puja, the Saraswati puja.
Jagat
So, the next item is called Naga Raksha. Naga is a snake. Raksha is a special kind of snake, and this is like the king cobra. And all these dances are in some way connected either with a spiritual tradition, either with the temple, or with healing. And this is another interesting aspect of our cultural traditions. Just as much as you can have a detoxification physically, we can also have a detoxification, and we call it a Shanti Karma, a special procedure where you seek the good energy of the fauna and the flora. So, here we seek the good energy of the animal kingdom, and this dance by a king cobra is meant to depict their way of life and how they can also bring good vibrations to human beings. So now we come to our very special item, which is the Candian dance. It is the most elaborate of all Sri Lankan dance form and the best known. And in this particular dance, this dance is said to originate, according to legend, when one of the kings fell ill and he wanted something beyond his medicine and detox. And so the court arranged for him to view some special dance. And when the dance performance was over, he thought he felt better. And the Candian dance evolved from that. Of course, it would have developed further. And what we have also, you will see, is that the dancer wears a headgear called vest. And it's not everyone who will put on that vest. You need to come to a certain stature as a dancer in order to wear that vest, which is also said to bring the protection of the gods to the person who wears the vest. It is a heavy piece of headgear, and they do all the dancing with that headgear, in the same way that you saw the king cobra dance with his headgear. It's a very heavy piece of wooden equipment that is on the head of the king cobra. And here it is a much more delicate piece, but it is equally difficult to keep it all intact and do this very vigorous dance. Enjoy it. And that was the Candian dance. Spectacular, you would agree. The beautiful headgear, the work, the bead work on the body, all of that adds to the glamour of the Candian dance. And now we will have a low country folk dance. And this folk dance depicts the harvest. At the end of the harvest, the paddy is brought in, and then you may not see it. When you come again, we will show you that the rice that you eat comes from these tiny paddy seeds. And these paddy seeds are threshed, we call it, so that the outer casing is removed, but there is quite a lot of dust left. And that dust is removed in a traditional way with what we call is a cooler. It's a kind of a, it's something made out of different kind of straw, and they wave it in the wind until the paddy is, the rice remains, and the little bits and pieces of the husk goes down. They can remove that, and that's the way we do it. And there is this very well known folk dance surrounding it, because it's a very joyous dance, and it's a joyous time because the farmers have brought in their paddy and the village is happy. So now we move on to the next item, and that's the Raban twirling dance. The Rabana is a drum. It's a small drum like this, and you get small ones, you get big ones. Some of you may have seen In our traditional New Year in April, we all play the rabang. We keep a big rabang on the ground and then we play it. Many people can sit together and play. And we also do it on celebratory occasions, on family members' weddings. We all get together and play the rabang. But this is a little bit different. It's a whole set of small rabang and the dancers with this rabang. It requires a lot of skill, focus and concentration to get this dance right. Enjoy it.
Sri Lanka, Sri
I hope you enjoyed the twirling Rabana dance. And now finally we have the fire dance. The fire dance has a special significance. The fire dance is the epitome of the dancers that gather the forces, the unseen forces of the universe. Even in Ayurveda, we have different karma and we have what we call Shanti Karma. Shanti Karma, a part of Shanti Karma is the chanting from the scriptures, but it also has other kinds of karma, particularly talismans, which you may have heard of, where special verses are written either in gold leaf or in copper leaf. It is rolled up and put in a talisman, and sometimes we wear this. If it could be that somebody is going through a bad planetary period, and then we wear that for the protection we seek of the unseen forces of the universe. And this dance is such a dance.
Utum buduruwane
You stand here. So this is Sarath Gunawardana, and he is the one who is responsible for training these young dancers and musicians. He has an academy in Mathura, and we are very happy to support it. And it is important for him also that you come again, because he can then have his entertainment, he can have his cultural traditional shows, and the students can continue to study, isn't it, Sarath? Yes. Do you have anything to say to our guests whom you meet very often, 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is there anything you would like to tell them or to greet them? Okay. Okay. So he wishes you well, yes. And what I want to tell you is that, that you may not have heard, but you may have heard at the beginning and the end the lyrics. The lyrics are not recorded, the lyrics are live singing from Sarath. And they are very beautiful melodies. Some are folk melodies, the story behind the dance, and the seeking the protection of the triple gem and the gods. These lyrics are sung by him. So thank you very much, and thank you very much, Sarath Ayubowan. Okay. And so we come to the end of our webinar. And I think most of you know that Sri Lanka has reopened its airports. We did that on the 21st, and now it's coming to the end of the month, so about 8 days we have done, and things have gone smoothly. And you also know that the hotels that you come to first as you come in needs to be safe and secure certified. And we've just had the certification audit on Wednesday. KPMG does it. It's a very comprehensive audit. And of course, Millie was going berserk getting ready for it. She wanted every detail done properly. And I told her that if you do this particular protocol, I think nobody should get anything, any illness. So we are looking forward to having you. We anticipate that we will be able to reopen Barberine Beach, Waligama, on the 1st of February, but we will confirm and open our bookings as soon as we get the confirmation from the Sri Lanka Tourism Authority about the certification. Now, we have done up to 40 webinars every Sunday, same time, same Zoom link, and I must thank the webinar team, Lasni, Purnima, Asanga, and all of the support staff for having pursued and consistently had this. And of course, these webinars would not have happened if not for Millie, who works behind the scene, sometimes forced to come onto the scene. So we have done these 40 webinars every Sunday on Zoom at Barberine Reef, Barberine Sands, Barberine Beach, and at Ayuwanna, sometimes in Diabubula. But as we reopen Barberine Beach, which has been our venue on most days, it will be difficult to do the webinars because as a Category 1 level resort, we can only have you, our guests, and the resident staff. So the team recommends that we move to doing these events on YouTube. And they tell me to tell you that you need to go to the Barberine YouTube channel. It's called the Barberine Reef Ayurveda Resort YouTube channel, and subscribe. And I am also told that it's very important that you press the little bell icon on the screen, because then you will get a reminder. We thought we should continue with this because so many of our guests have told us how much they enjoy it, how much they appreciate the fact that whenever they are free, whenever you are free, you can connect with us on Sunday. So we know that you can't all rush here to Barberine, and so we continue with these Sunday events on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining today, and we look forward to next Sunday, same time, 3:30, and next Sunday I will lead the meditation on kindness and mindfulness. Thank you very much. Have a good Sunday. Ayubowan.